NFL free agency is going to start on Wednesday, and what a great time of year this is. We get NFL free agency, and we get March Madness. Both are very fun. And speaking of free agency this year is going to be stacked. Free agency hasn't even begun, and we've had multiple star players being released or making it official that they're going to go to another team in one way or another. I mean, earlier today, as I'm recording this, Jerry Jeudy was just traded to the Browns. I know he's not a star player or anything, but that's still pretty big news. With all these big notable names leaving, I thought it'd be fun to list some predictions I have for some of these guys, and that's exactly what I'm doing today. You see the title, you see the thumbnail. These are my 2024 NFL free agency predictions. We're going to start off with the quarterbacks, and I'm starting off with Kirk Cousins, and I think he's staying in Minnesota. I just don't get the rumors on why he would leave, on why the Vikings would move on from him. But despite the injury he had earlier in the season, if that affects him in this season, then yeah, sure, move on. But I think people are forgetting how good he was before he got hurt. He was leading the league in passing yards. He was the only reason why Vikings were even staying in games. It just makes no sense why people are saying the Vikings are going to move on. Next, we have Russell Wilson, and I have him going to Atlanta. I think if the Falcons really want a true upgrade at quarterback, they get Russell Wilson. I think he's better than someone like Justin Fields, and if he fails in Atlanta, no need to worry. They can draft a quarterback, maybe even in this year's draft, and Russell Wilson can kind of be like a veteran presence towards him and help him learn the mechanics and all that in the NFL, something the Broncos could have done if they draft a quarterback. Next I have Justin Fields, and I have him landing in a Steelers uniform. Now, this might not even happen at all because the Steelers might not even pursue a quarterback in the offseason, which would be really stupid. I have no idea why you'd go on with Kenny Picket and Mason Rudolph for another season. I just don't get the Steelers, but if they were smart, if they wanted the right thing to do, they go after Justin Fields. So, Steelers, do the right thing. Stop causing your fans more pain. Next up, we have Zach Wilson and Mac Jones, and it's been made pretty clear that they're going to be traded away from their teams this offseason, and any team would be stupid to trade for them as a QB1. So, wherever they go, they're going to serve as a backup role, and for my prediction, I don't really know. I don't really have one. I would say maybe a team like the Saints could end up with them. Someone who could take a backup quarterback, and maybe a team with I have no idea. I don't even know why I added them. Oh, I know why I added them. I need my videos to be longer. Lastly, we have Kenny Picket and World War II veteran Desmond Ritter, and I have them staying at their teams as a backup. They'll just, like I said, they're just going to be a backup. They might see some playing time, but I don't really see them moving on to a new team in 2024. We now go to the running backs, and the running back landscape is going to change a lot this season. We have some of the game's best at that position moving on to new teams in the offseason. First, we have Derrick Henry, and it's been made clear that he's going to leave Tennessee in the offseason. If you hear my dog bark, I'm sorry. She is so annoying. It's not really my dog anyway. But anyway, I have him going to the Ravens. I'm not sure if they have enough cap space. I mean, they're a very star-stacked team, but their running back position, they need a star RB1, and Derrick Henry would be perfect. We now have Sain Barkley, who is for sure going to sign with another team, and I have him signing with the Texans. First off, again, I don't know who is where when it comes to cap space, but I'm going to assume the Texans have a lot because of how young their team is, and not only that, but they need a running back one. Devin Singletary and Damian Pierce, who really disappointed last season, they're not going to get the job done, and the Texans are going to be Super Bowl contenders for years to come. So if I'm Sain Barkley, I'm signing with the Texans. Lastly, we have Austin Ekeler, and there have been rumors that he might leave for Kansas City, which I don't know why he'd do that. Actually, no, I wouldn't know why he would do that. I would want to leave for Kansas City as well, just to win Super Bowls. But anyway, on the Chiefs' part, it would be stupid because they have Pacheco, and he was their best offensive player last season. But I have Austin Ekeler staying with the Chargers. Next, we have wide receivers, and The wide receivers are not going to be too crazy. T. Higgins sounds like he's staying. I think Calvin Ridley's going to stay. The only one I think will move, he's not really a free agent, it's going to be by trade, is Courtland Sutton. Looks like they're trying to get rid. They already got rid of Jerry Jeudy, so they'll get rid of Courtland Sutton. And I have him going to the Panthers. I mean, it'd be a nice option for Bryce Young. Will Courtland Sutton like Carolina? Absolutely not. But I think the Panthers, they should do it. We're now going to go to defensive players. And I know it's kind of disrespectful of me to categorize quarterbacks, running backs, and wide receivers, and then just slim down all the defensive guys in one area. But it'd be a lot of work and a lot of waste of time to put all the positions down, so I'm just going to do them all together right here. We're going to start off with cornerback L'Jarius Sneed, and it sounds like most likely he will be traded away from Kansas City, and I have him going to the Lions. The Lions defense was amazing last season, and their team overall just one win away from the Super Bowl. And unlike the Bears and Packers in their division, they don't have a lockdown cornerback, and if they get a lockdown cornerback, that's going to be huge for the team, and L'Jarius Sneed is available for them in the market, and the stars are aligned perfectly for them to get their lockdown corner. Next up, we have safety Justin Simmons, and I'm kind of shocked he was released. I know he's getting older, and I know his play is declining, but I think he still could have been very solid with the Broncos, but I have him going to my Dallas Cowboys. Our best safety is Jaron Kearse, who isn't bad, but Justin Simmons would be a huge step up, and we've been needing a safety for the longest time. I don't ever remember us having like a Pro Bowl caliber safety. I just don't remember. Justin Simmons will be a terrific addition. I'm going to end my predictions there. I know I didn't do too many guys. I know there are so many more guys to go over, but if I'm going to be honest, I have no idea where those guys are going to go. I don't have too much information. I don't have too much data. My prediction would probably be so wrong, but that's about it. I guess, goodbye.